Marlena? What's up?
Kane, I'm pregnant.
What?
I'm pregnant.
What the fuck you telling me for?
What? What, so you just gonna dog me?
It ain't mine.
Look, you the only one I was with.
Stop lying, all right? Besides, I have the Jimmy on extra tight.
That don't mean nothing, Kane.
That means it's not mine.
Kane, so what? You man enough to take a life, you ain't man enough to take care of one?
Look, I ain't got time for this, all right? Peace.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Not all of them can do that, you know. Not a lot of them know how to.
That's more what I would say. You know, I think you have to understand what does it look like to be a man. We have a lot of males in our community, but we don't have a lot of men. It's a couple of things. One, I got so frustrated hearing people say, you know, when they see me with my children, oh, how cute, you're playing Mr. Mom, or you're babysitting. And I get upset. Man, how am I babysitting? These are my kids. These ain't somebody else's kids. These are my children.
How important are fathers in their child's lives?
How important are they? They're so important that, are you familiar with statistics, that when a father is involved with his child, that child is less likely to have emotional and behavior disorders. And when a father is involved with his child, the child is more than likely to complete high school and to go on to further education. When a father is involved with the child, especially a female child, she is less likely to get pregnant. When a father is involved with a child, that child is less likely to be involved in criminal activity and go to prison. That's how important the involvement of a child is. These statistics come out of a number of different areas. Center for Disease Control, the Bureau of Census, report on the state of high schools by Principals Association of America, and etc.
That's what's really beautiful about TFU, is because now we're actually in a place, because we have those various opportunities to say, you know what, not only are we going to deal with the fathers, let's deal with the guys who aren't fathers. That's a whole conversation I had with a guy in one of my class, in the class rather, and he's not a father. And I said, well, but you need to be an ambassador. You need to tell your partners who aren't taking care of their kid, take care of your kid, man. That's what 2 Not 1 comes in. How do we get these parents to recognize they have to work together to raise this child? Now, when you hear that, you could probably say, well, Sean, if that's the case, why isn't it 2 Not 1 parenting? Well, the reality is there's a lot of programs geared towards single moms, but we don't have a lot of support for our males and fathers. That's where we come in. We want to support our males and fathers, bring that conversation to the table about parenting while separated, and then see if we can improve the family.
Teenage Fatherhood University is a program for young fathers 24 and younger to understand their rights, responsibility, and role as a teen father. 2 Not 1 Tough Talk sessions are a place for fathers to give and receive both emotional and practical support, as well as to discuss parenting tips and strategies, resources, and advice.
And I think earlier you asked me, are we successful? I say we are. Are we where we want to be? No, we got a long way to go. know TFU is going to work. It's working now, and it's going to work. That may be one of our biggest successes. We're going into our 4th Fathers Conference, our 5th Mothers Forum, our 3rd Fatherhood Picnic. I think we're successful. We got some more work to do, but we're successful. As fathers and mothers we parent differently. So, for example, that child who's a baby, mother is soothing. At an early age, they recognize the difference, but also the impact. Mothers are soothing. Mothers are, nurturing. And fathers can be also, and it works. It can work vice versa. But one of the things he's talked about is how when that baby was laying there and they heard mom's voice, it was like, okay, here comes mom. But when that child heard their daddy's voice, all of a sudden the eyes got big, like, okay, where's he at? Okay, here it comes. Because we're more interactive. We're more playful. We roughhouse more. So I think from us, what they get is that in terms of that, if you're talking about that traditional role, that traditional way that we parent different, they get that whole sense of stepping out there into the world. For example, when you see a woman hold their child, how they normally hold their child? Like this, right? Like that. Well, if you think about it, when you see a father hold his child, they're up on his shoulders looking at the world. In other world, come on, world, here we go.